Oh, good morning, everyone. You can see I am getting myself organized here. I'm very organized this morning. It is so cold here this morning. Mind you, it was cold yesterday morning as well. So, oh gosh, feel disheveled and cold. I just wanted I'm going to show you what we're going to do today in a moment. But before that, I want to show you something I've been working on yesterday and this morning. I've got two grandchildren who have birthdays this week, both turning 9, I think. And one was yesterday, one's Friday. Both Minecraft fanatics. And I decided yesterday that I was going to make them a Minecraft card. So this is what I made yesterday. So this is the front. And inside it says, I love you more than Minecraft. And that's really a lot. And we've got a little guy that stands up, pops up in the middle. So I've done one, and the other one is almost finished. I've got the inside done, and I've got part of the outside done, and I've just got to put what I believe is called the creeper on the front. And that's it done. And I did the background of this here with cane weave, the cane weave embossing folder, just in case you want to know. So, okay, today we're going to look at a suite called Extraordinary Florals. Now, it's one that you could slip by in the catalogue. There is a stamp set as well, but what intrigued me was the washi tape. This is the washi tape. Now, normally washi tape is about the size of ordinary tape, like a couple of centimeters wide. But this, as you can see, is very big and very, very wide, and it comes in a roll. There's lots of it. And I want to show you what I did. I got it and I put it on a piece of white cardstock like this, okay? So it fits on. Now, the trick with putting it on this here, I'll get my husband to swivel around the camera so that you can see, is that when you put it on, if you've got someone to help you, that's really good, because you open it up and you lay it down on the cardstock, and you have to rub it down as you go along, because otherwise you'll get lots of creases in it. So it's good if you've got someone to move this while you did it. So I got my hubby very kindly to move it. And then there is an embossing folder that goes with this. And let me pull it out. This is it here. And what it does is you lay it on top of the tape like this. And I put a little bit of washi tape on it to hold it in place so it didn't move, and then run it through the cut and emboss folder. So there are two colors. There's a pink one and a purple one. So I ended up doing 2 strips so that I have both. Now, when I cut them all out, saves you having to cut them out by hand, by the way. When I cut them all out, I'll just put that embossing folder in there for now. I put them into a little container, little takeaway container. So when they cut out, they look like this. Okay, so they've got, you could put it straight on, but this way you've got a nice firm background to actually put on the card. So we've got the purpley one, and we have a reddish one. You can see that. So I'm going to show you some cards. Last Tuesday, you might remember that I said I was going up to the coffee shop to do a card and coffee. Well, unfortunately, I was the only one who got there. It was freezing cold last week too. And today you can see I've got my blanket warmer over my knees because it's just really chilly. And these are some of the cards that I made last week. So I've got Thankful for You. And basically I just had this all prepared in an envelope, and I'll show you. I'm going to do a few of these today. I did a Get Well Soon one, and I did a Sorry for Your Loss. I've got a little bit. Let's pop that up there in those, which I just did in the yellows and the, so I'm going to show you. There was no stamping at all involved in this. There was a bit of linen thread that I had, and let's see what one I can do. I think I might do this one. Okay. So I found lots of pieces that I had embossed, and I'm just going to pull out a few things that I might need. I might do that one as well, and this one. Okay. So this one I've embossed this front, which is Holland Heather, and I've done the distressed heart on this one. And let me pull this all out so that you can see. This is a really simple card to make. If you've got some beginners, they could make this. And basically, it's up to you as to what you do with it. These are all bits and pieces that I had left over. So I've got my white cardstock base and this. And I'm going to build my base up first. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this on. This is a beautiful, can't remember what this is out of, but it was in my, it's just such a gorgeous shape. So let's get some glue on the back of this. This is going to be the centerpiece for my flowers that I've got. And okay, so I'll put that on. There we go. Now I grabbed some of the flowers. I've got some pinky purple ones, and I'm just going to sort of put them around just to see what I want to do. I might put that one there. I think I want to put that there, and maybe that one there. Okay, I could get another one. I could get another leaf out if I wanted to. And I just lost mine. Now this is some ephemera that we have, and this one says thanks. And what I thought I might do in this one is I'm just going to put it on there. Okay, like that. So that would be almost the front of my card, except for a little bit of linen thread, which I'm going to put around the bottom in a minute. Okay, so let's start and put this together. So I've got some dimensionals here, and I have my pick, which I had on the table a few seconds ago, and there it is. And I'm going to put my thanks on first. So I've got two dimensionals on this. Oops, I left the dimensional behind. There we go. Right. I think my husband has a Zoom this morning. I'm not sure. Keeps getting messages on the computer. But someone's joined his GAA Zoom. Oh, that's not really to do with you, is it? Okay. Just it was coming up and I just wasn't sure if he had seen that. Now, where have I put that one? This one I'm going to put on next. This one. That one. And that one. So I've got this. This is going on the dimensionals. Just because it's easier. Gosh, my legs are warm for the first time this morning. I was teaching early on and it was so that's going to go there. And then I've got this little leaf, pardon me, this little leaf here, and I've got my little crusty glue thing here, multi-purpose glue in it. And I'm going to turn it over, take the dimensional off, the shape off it, and just stick it on there. Okay, now with this one, I'm going to put it on the same way. I'm going to put it flat on the, oh, tail's getting in the way, on the card. There we go. There. So it gives a lovely, lovely background. And then I'm going to just put a couple of dimensionals on these. So one on that one, You can even put it on with glue dots if you wanted to, which I might at a later date use on one of the others. See how many of these I can get going. Put one at the end of that, and another one right there. Okay, so the card's almost finished. The next thing I want to do is I've got a piece of linen thread, white linen thread here, and I am going to, whoops, do you know what is sitting in on my table, darling, is a plastic bag with lots of embellishments in it that I had taken out. It's got lots and lots. So I'm going to put this around. Let's make that a little longer. 3 times. And then I'm going to tie it off. My table's a bit of a mess at the moment because I was very naughty. I didn't tidy it up after I finished yesterday. So I hope you can find them. They're in a normal plastic bag. So no, I've made this sort of crooked. So let's see if I can. I might open that and redo that because I'm not happy that that is going to be long enough on that side. Let's try that. That will be much better. Do it here, then I can move it afterwards. So let's knot it. And good morning to anyone who's joining me live this morning. I hope you're staying warm where you are. You know, we've been promised by the Met Office a mild winter, and so far we've had frost almost every morning. It's just on the table, and it's just a little Ziploc bag. It's on the table. Okay, so there's my bow. Just to the left of where I work. So I'm going to slide these apart a little bit. I want to. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over, and I'll use those in a minute. I just had taken them out of the box because I was using them for another project that I had done for my granddaughter over the weekend, who also had a birthday last week. So it's birthday central at our place. Just putting this on the card now. And I have lots of different embellishments in here. And I think I actually might use these ones are actually my favorites. Would you believe? I use these, they're sort of a staple in they're stuck in here. Let's get the glass butterflies out. That's why it's stuck. The rhinestone basic jewels. Okay, that's off that. So let's set that over there. And I love these because they just add so much sparkle to your. I'm going to put one there. Put one down there. And another one there. And there's that card. Now, every card will be an individual. Okay, so just set that to the side. So that's my first one. I'm not happy that that's completely straight. There we go. Just being fussy. Now, I could, for the envelope, find another card, another blossom, and pop it on the front of the envelope with some glue. Okay, so what you can do is just put, I just want to make sure it is right out to the edge so it doesn't lift up. You could put this straight on with the washi tape if you wanted to, but I'm going to put it on with the white on the background. Just push it down well so that it's there. And that's the front of my envelope to match the card. So you can see that matches in beautifully with that card. So that's card number 1. The next one I'm going to do is this one, which has got one of the new in colours, which is Darling Buckley. And what I did was pull this all out. All the little bits and pieces. Okay. So I cut a square that was bigger than this one. I had this one. These are from the Stylish Shapes. And I put that on like that. So I'm going to put that on now with some tape. On the middle of this square. So it's fairly even all the way around. Okay. Now I've got my card here. And I'm going to make this one. I'm not sure which way I want to do this one. I think, see, I thought I had that straight and it's still not straight. Let's pull that off a little bit. Breathe on it. It's liking to stick on a cold morning, but that takes it off without leaving a mark. And your bottom paper, and peel it off and put it back on again. This is going to go on with dimensionals on this level. So let's get some dimensionals for the back. Pop it on the card first. And I'll decide what I'm going to do with the rest of it. And I introduced many of you last week to our little puppy, or our little dog. Her name is Honey, and she is sound asleep with her coat on the settee at the moment. She's quite home now. Very settled. Last night we did not hear a cheep from her out of her crate, because she's crated at night time, and she was just fantastic last night. Went straight down, fell asleep, and woke up this morning. So got this bit here. I'm going to use that in a minute, but I'm going to make an arrangement on this, I think. Let's see what I thought about doing. I was just check what I was going to do. Oh yes, I remember what I was going to do. I was going to put this on first. So long since I had decided what I was going to do on this. Just put it on in the middle, flat, okay? And then I'm going to put these on top, like that. And I'm going to put them on dimensionals. So I'll put one there. I'm just going to dimensional every one of these things right now. That one. That one. And another one there. And I need to do this one as well. And there. And one up there. Right. So these are going to go on first. Take their backs off. I'm going to pop that like that. And then I've got the other one here, which I'm going to pop on the other side. Okay. Like so. Okay. Now, I've got these little daisies, and I'm going to pop them in up here. Just want to get it. Pop that one in. That's got a little dimensional cover there. One there. Oh, where did the other one go? Was there a second ago? Ah, there it is. Caught on my jumper. And it's going to go in. Just lift that up a little bit. Put it under there. Like that. So I've got like a little bouquet up there. Now, I've got a congratulations here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stick this on this yellow. And this is probably going to be the longest bit of putting this card together. So I'm just going to put some tape on the back. And pop it on. You can see I've got it in odd shape, but it's just a little bit that I've got left over. And then I am going to cut around this so that I've got a darling duckling border. And this is a nice easy one to cut around because there's a lot of straight edges. Okay. I'm just leaving a little border around it. You can see how that works. And you don't have to do all the little bumps in that are on the congratulations, but this is a great way to make a few quick cards that got a little bit of glue on my finger. And around we go. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. One there. I'll put 4 in this, I think. There. And one more. There. Okay. Now, oh, just took it off again. Just want the back off of it. There we go. And that's going to go on the bottom like that. And then I have these. I think these ones would be perfect for this. I think they were with, when you bought a purchase, they were with Starburst sequence. So I think this yellow would be fantastic. Let's get them opened up. Use a few of these. Don't want ones, yellow ones. See? And the pinky card. These are a little smaller than these ones, but let's put one down there. Oh, put one up here. There we go. You might put a small one. A couple of small ones there. Okay, and then I might put 2 small ones. One down there. And this one can go there. So I've got actually 5 on that. Okay. Now, that is my card. And set that aside. And I can do the same with the envelope. I can choose perhaps this here. Get my envelope, get the right way up, turn this over, get some glue around the edge, and turn it over and place it on the card. I have a hair that's stuck to my glue. It's probably from my dog. And that is that count. So that's a little bit different color, different style. And then I'm going to do this one. And this one is in, what is that color? It is, I forgot, melon mango, I think. And it actually fits in with the colors of the, let's get everything out. Oh, doesn't want to come out. So I had these all pre-prepared and I still have some. So get well soon card. So I've got a sorry for your loss, thankful for you, get well soon, congratulations, and thanks. And let's do this one. And with this one, I've got this piece that I did. It's from the timber frame. So let's take that and leave that aside. I'm going to glue this down in the frame. There we go. Tape wants to start now. So I'm going to put it in this frame. Like that. And then I've got this strip here. And I'm going to put that across the bottom like so. Okay. So I'm just going to put that in place. So instead of using linen thread or anything in this, I'm just going to use the same color of cardstock. Just put a strip like that, okay? And that will be where my get well soon goes. Like that on it. Okay? So I'm doing this a slightly different way around to the other one. And I'll leave that for the moment. I think I wanted to put that on that, but let's see what we do. I'll leave that off for the moment. Got this here, and turn these all over. And I'm just going to build this up on top of this. So I might put another one there, and I might keep that one for the moment. Okay, so you can see that I've just got that there, right? So let's put those on the circle, also from Starry Shapes. And I'm just going to put them on with glue this time. So first one, second one, which is just little buds. You can see that like you can do so much with this. I've seen some amazing things done with this, but I thought this would be a really nice idea. Okay, I don't really want that on top of it. And I'll put that one, I might put that one on a dimensional. Yeah. Go. And it kicks it up a little bit. Like that. Okay. Now, that I will set up in dimensionals on the card. Okay, so one there, one there. Look, 3 cards done just in a short period of time. So what I'm going to do is get the box off. It's funny how those little things want to stick to the back when you, sometimes they've got a lot of static in them. And I shall pop that like that. Now, I could do, and I think this is what I planned to do, was to put Get Well Soon on that. And I might even have decided to put it like that. And not just like that. I've got this feeling that that's what I wanted to do, but I can't remember. But you know what? It's called Make It Up on the Spot. So that one, and you could dump in your finger to lift it because it's got sort of like a plasticky end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over like that. And I'm going to put this little guy on first, up here. Make him stick to my finger instead of the, just find a bit of glue on the, call them he. Are they flowers he? They. And I'm going to put my Get Well Soon on here, and I'm going to also put it on with glue today. Grab it, turn it over. Just a slightly different take on the card. It's pretty good. And I'm going to put it on dimensionals. So I'll put one there, one there, one in the middle. And then I might add a couple more things to it, just to give it a little bit of fun. Let's get those off. My hair's going all over the place today. I'm going to stick it like so. Okay. Now I'm going to get my linen thread. This is some old one that I had. It's actually very old because it's got a 1200 number on it. 12,000 number on it. 124. 262. That's pretty old. But you know what? It's still white twine, so I will make a bow out of this. And let's flip it around. And that one I'm going to make a little smaller. I'll make my bowl just a teeny bit smaller, and I shall put it on here. Okay. Now for that, I want to use a glue dot. And the reason for that is, although the glue dot is quite large, you can see, you probably can't see it on that, but I don't know if you can see it even there. It's probably about half a centimetre. I'm going to roll it up so it becomes a blob of glue. Set it on my card, leave it there, get my, must be cold this morning, my husband's getting the coffee out already. And then I've got that, and let's trim those edges off, and I have some proper scissors to do that with. Somewhere on the table that I brought in. Just, these will probably do, but they're maybe not as sharp as the other ones. Depending where you get them. Okay, so I've got that. And turn it over and place it on the card base. Ah, I could find another leaf. I must have been planning to put on, and you know what? I think I might put that just like, you know, do I want to put that on it? I think I'm good, we'll leave it. Let's get my card, and because it's going on landscape, I'll put it like that. And let's see if I can find some dimensionals that would fit this one. Got heaps and heaps of different ones in here. Let's have a look what I've got. I might use some butterflies on this one. Some brass butterflies. So I might put one there and a couple of small ones fluttering off behind it. Okay. Just another pretty little card. You could put Winker Still on that if you wanted to as well. And I might keep my leaf this time. I'm going to just put some glue on the bottom and pop it on the bottom like that. And that's my other card. So you can see, get Wilson. And I'm going to just move that up a little bit. There we go. So we've got some brass butterflies, and I could even put two more on it, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to put a small one up here, and I might put a small one down here. Okay, so it looks like just a little, what do you call it? A bunch of butterflies, flock of butterflies, cluster of butterflies. I have no idea what you call it. Okay, so that is that card. How are we going for time? Now I could go ahead. I'm going to show you some of the other colors I've got here. Same color, and I've just got this here. Put that on and stick those on. And just put Thankful for You at the bottom. Got this one where I've just got the stylish circle, and I'd put the welcome in the middle, I think, and put this round like a wreath and some red thread in the bottom. Same with this one. And probably, yeah, that one much the same. This one is in Pretty Peacock, and again I put the flowers around the edge, and I probably put the Thinking of You and then some ribbon. So you can see I've just used different embossing folders on the back. This one has a fern, this one's a starburst, this one is exposed brick, and this one is the petal or lace one. Okay, so that's just an idea of some of the cards you can make. Let's have a look with this set. I'll keep those because I might even use this the next time I go to the to the coffee shop again. So I've got those three. Very, very simple, very, whoops, I've got this one. Let me get this one. Just need to move it up a teeny bit so that you can see it. And this one. Okay. Can you see? I can pop that one up there. There you go. Almost see it. Okay, well, thank you. And then I've got these two down here. Okay. So you can see you can do anything you like with this. I've seen lots of ideas, so do have a go and see. I mean, I think this washi tape is very, very clever. I looked at it and thought, oh, can I use this? And then I saw all these ideas and I thought, gosh, what a simple way to make a card. These are already stamped. You just have to put them on, and they look actually very, very effective. So I encourage you to purchase this washi tape. We've got the pink, and then further on, if I pull this off, you can see it gets darker, and then we go to the purple on the next one. So yeah, so it's sort of a pinky melony color there. And then I just took these yellowy leaves and used that one. So yeah, so please please have a look at that, and I think it's something that you could use. Especially, I don't have the stamp set, but I have the dies and I've got the washi tape, and I think that's about all I need at the moment. And then I've got this ephemera that I got with all these little sayings on it, which are absolutely fantastic. Okay, well, I am nice and cozy and warm. See, this is on, it's my heat throw. It's plugged in, and I am feeling nice and warm here, so I might sit here and craft for a little while, but I will leave you and hopefully see you next week. And we're getting close to the end of June again. My goodness, seems no time since school finishes in a couple of weeks' time. And yeah, bit of a holiday coming up, and I'm hoping that the weather might become winter might become a little milder, because it has been very, very cold. And I'm afraid, even though I came from the Northern Hemisphere, I'm not a fan of the cold. My son says it's like being at the snow but without the snow, and he said it's not as much fun. That was his comment on it, this weather. He says it's, Mom, it's like being at the snow but not having the snow there to have fun in. So, and he's got grandkids, or he's got kids, so yeah. So you can see what I mean about being cold. Okay, I'm going to go and get a coffee now, and I hope you can join me next week. Stay warm, stay safe, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.